because our permit is running out. We have a real deadline where everything has to be finished. We started digging early, and that's really important this year. Like it's a huge year of digging, more than ever before. The big goal right now is keep the machines running and the digging crews stay ahead of them. In the frozen north, nothing comes easy. You fight for every inch, every dollar, every dream. And Parker Schnabel, he had one of the biggest dreams of all. $40 million worth of gold in just one mining season. That number wasn't just big, it was bold, it was risky. He wasn't digging for gold, he was digging into trouble. Everything at that mine site was important. Every choice, every delay, every drop of fuel. It all cost money. And most of the time, the only goal was simple. Don't get screwed over. The season started with hope and big dreams, but early on, problems began to show. The crew was struggling not to move forward, but just to survive. Too much work was being wasted just to keep the machine running. Parker thought about the impossible, shutting everything down. And behind that panic, one single missed detail. In mining, timing is everything, especially in the Yukon. The ground, here, freezes solid. If it's not prepared months early, it stays frozen. The layer of useless dirt on top of the gold has to be removed early to give the sun time to melt the ground. Parker had skipped a step. He had a piece of land called the elbow cut. He knew it had gold, knew it was the smart next move, but he hadn't prepared for it. Now, in the middle of a busy season, that mistake had frozen their whole operation. The operation was already running at full speed. Right now, we're just throwing everyone we can at these areas to get them caught up and ready to go, because like where we're at right now, there's 12 feet of rocks that needs to melt. Bridge cut was making gold. Another area was being carefully prepared for next season. A long-term plan of time, fuel, and workers. But that whole plan was about to fall apart. The moment Parker realized the elbow cut hadn't been properly melted or cleared, everything else came to a stop. He changed the direction of the season by deciding to pull every available crew member, every machine, and every bit of focus and throw it all at the elbow cut. And that decision created chaos. The planning became too much. Teams had to quit jobs. Halfway through, heavy machines were suddenly in the wrong place at the wrong time. Tasks that were supposed to happen weeks from now were moved to the top of the list. Communication got mixed up, priorities changed, and the weather wasn't waiting. 2 feet of useless dirt needed to be removed fast. Dirt that had zero value, just a wall between them and possible gold. And underneath that, a frozen slab of gold. Dirt frozen like concrete that wouldn't move without serious power. This wasn't just a problem in the schedule. It was a total emergency. The clock was ticking. The window was getting smaller. And the crew had to change from careful mining to urgent emergency work. But hard work alone wouldn't be enough. They needed a solution that could rip through time something huge, powerful, and harsh. Office manager Nona Lovelace uses the 70 D10 bulldozer to rip through the frozen ground. Enter the D11 bulldozer. This wasn't just another tool in Parker's collection. It was a monster, one of the largest bulldozers on Earth, built to tear through frozen land with pure mechanical force. If anything could break through the frozen layer that stood between them and a chance at saving the season, it was this. But here's the problem. It came at a huge cost. The D11 burns fuel like a jet plane. Every hour it runs, the operation loses money. And it wasn't just about filling the tank. There's the upkeep, the risk. The crew needed to run it around the clock. Bringing in a second one, it was crazy by most as